Hello and welcome back to another League of Legends ranked commentary, today playing as Ahri in the middle lane. Ahri is one of these high damage burst assassins. She's really mobile, she has fairly short range. There was a game probably going back a year or two when Diana had just come out, when the whole assassin thing just kind of clicked for me. Sometimes you just play a champion, it's like, oh, you're Diana, you throw a Q, and yeah, you threw a Q, you hit somebody, and it's like, no, you need to Q, R, do some stuff while you're in there. You know, you need to dive in, pick your targets carefully, and basically pick people off. Ahri is the same kind of way. You want to wait for an opportunity, dive in there, throw up, pop your W, use your ultimate to get into range, drop Deathfire Grasp on them once you get it, and then you follow up with an E and a Q, and you just kind of burst someone down from like 100% health down to nothing. Maybe an auto attack here or there in between, but she's about killing people outright. She's also a fairly safe pick, so I ended up picking her. I think this is a second pick, so I picked her pretty early. Fizz, he's a melee champion. You pick him early, a lot of times you're gonna get like, oh, they wanted some really mobile Xioden, Ahri themselves, and they have range stuff and you don't, and they're just gonna poke the crap out of you nonstop. I did start with a ward. I warded bottom lane because that Vi had started blue. I knew she'd go red, and then she'd come up to river to mid lane. And of course she did. I spotted her out with the ward, and it paid for itself right there. That's not the right button. Yay for camera problems already. Rammus comes in for a gank, hits a minion. Didn't want to get too close to the tower. Not a bad call. Yeah, not much to say there. We're gonna push towards the tower. We want to make sure those minions stay under the tower as long as possible, and hopefully deny as much CS as possible, as I just said possible way too many times. This game as a whole, this was actually the 5th game in my placement series for gold. It is a bit of a nail-biter. It goes back and forth all over the place. Bottom lane is a mess. I had pinged Rise missing. The, rewind actually for this, because I was talking about something else. I'm gonna rewind a little further. Rewind just a tiny bit further than that. Rise, the lane gets pushed out, goes over to my tower. It's getting up to about the 5-minute mark or so. I figured Rise, I ping missing. Figure out, he probably wants to go back, get an early tier or whatever. He pushed the lane up a little bit, it's kind of near my tower. He's roaming bottom lane, as our bottom lane and jungler are between their 2 towers. Draven is extremely low, and they're farming between the 2 towers. Rise won bottom lane. Here's 1 kill. Now this is a mistake on my part. Rise is... I'm gonna pause here. Rise is bottom lane. Their jungler's bottom lane. Their AD carry's bottom lane. And their support's on their way back. The support did die at least. Sona died. Or got real low and went back. Was forced back. She died at least once. I'm assuming it's that. I really need to be pushing this lane. I should have been following. The second Rise popped up into vision that he went bottom lane and not back. It unfortunately takes me a little while to realize this. We pop back down bottom lane. We have me selected here. So I'm just using abilities now. They're done bottom lane. Rise is wandering back up to mid. At this point, they called that Rise had teleported bottom. I didn't have vision of Rise when he disappeared, so for all I know, he did in fact teleport bottom. This comes into play in about a minute or two. So I'm backing. I'm gonna pick up something or other. Like a Doran's Blade and boots, yeah. Top lane, Wukong is, he got an early kill off, got the first blood against Cho'Gath. Bottom lane down here, they're going aggressive. Zyra got her roots off. Poking back and forth. Draven is just CSing away, so Zyra on her own doing quite a good bit of damage. Not a bad idea though, really, considering how many minions there were there. You don't want to aggress through a pack of minions, as I've explained in other videos. So I'm back mid lane. Rise is also back at this point. He's picking up a tier. He has a Sapphire Crystal now. So he's a little bit ahead of me because of that kill he picked up. CS-wise, it's even. I'm a little behind gold-wise overall. I did not set these in order either. Wukong going crazy on Cho'Gath up top, for better or worse. I'm gonna kind of just organize these while not paying attention to the minimap. I'd push the minion wave to the tower. Hopefully he misses some last hits. He's able to at this point. My minion wave's at the tower. I pinged him on my way bottom lane. This is not a bad thing. That looks pretty decent. So, they are not responding. They get Zyra down all the way. They kill Zyra. I pop in. I get exhausted. I kind of should have waited it out a little bit. My burst got, for the most part, cut down to nothing. Ryze now teleported bottom. So it's now 2v1, and Draven is CSing by the tower. Which, okay, fine and well. I died. Maybe there wasn't any saving me. But at least he lived, right? Nope. Not even gonna happen. So Draven died and did absolutely nothing. Look how low Ryze got. From here, he dived the tower. Draven ended up dying anyway. Had he actually helped rather than getting the... Let's see how many CS he ended up getting. Let's go ahead and rewind this. We'll just, see, maybe it was worth it. Maybe I'm wrong. There's 6 minions up here. This is actually too early. Let's go back a little bit to where I'm still alive. Here we go. We're fighting. There's 1 CS. Yeah, 15 gold. Alright, let's speed things back up a little. And Draven dying again. Let's switch to directed camera. Cho'Gath getting a little bit of a beast. Wukong not quite having the edge he had earlier on him. Just, he's hanging in there. Rammus covering middle lane because I had roamed bottom and died horribly from it. Yeah, I killed the support. Not a huge deal. My plan going into that was I wanted to kill Sona because she was pretty low and then turn on... I wasn't expecting Ryze to be teleporting down because, as I said earlier, it was called that he had teleported. So I thought he'd have to walk through and follow up. So as long as we had vision of him in lane, we'd be okay, right? No. He still has teleport. So kind of errors all around. But, when your team kind of calls that you're teleporting, that someone teleported, you kind of say, oh, okay, he teleported. I steal Wraiths, I end up having to use my ult to get out safely. Probably not worth it. That massively reduces my killing power for about a minute and a half. Just farming up the lane. Wukong, unfortunately, manages to pick off... Or Cho'Gath gets picked... Cho'Gath picks off Wukong as the camera is going where it pleases. Bottom lane just kind of doing its thing. I got blue buff now. Rammus was great about it. I act like I'm roaming bottom. I go back mid. Ping missing. Ryze comes back mid as well. Why are we looking at this? Because the directed camera popped up. I'm kind of... Ryze gets pretty tanky pretty quick. His passive gives him... For every mana he gets health, or he gets ability power. And I'm thinking of ability power from... I want to focus on Ryze for a second. Okay, just ability power. I'm confusing Vladimir. Vladimir gets health from ability power and ability power from health. So Ryze just gets more powerful. But the items he tends to build make him more tanky. Like, see, he's already got a ruby crystal that he's going to be building into a catalyst. So he's got a little more health than I do. The key with Ahri versus Ryze is to, early on, beat him. Like, basically, it's getting to the end of the window where I'll really be able to deal with him on my own. He's just going to get too tanky for me to really be able to burst him down. So, it is what it is. I kind of push the lane up a little bit, roam top, walk through a ward, Cho'Gath. He's around a little too long. I miss a charm here. That's unfortunate. It's one of these. Okay, he's going to dodge. Which way he's going to dodge? He's going to dodge that way. No, he didn't dodge that way. So, we pick up the kill. Wukong, unfortunately, had the tower aggro and dived and died for it. It is what it is. Rammus rotated over to middle lane, cover that lane up. Let's go speed things up a little. Push this minion wave to the tower. Get some damage on it. Lane hopefully will reset by the time the minion wave gets cleared. I'm actually just kind of watching that. I go farm golems. The minion wave is just about dead center. It's just ever so slightly pushed towards the enemy side. But mid lane's missing. Rammus going for a lane gang bottom lane. I'm backing and buying, so we'll go to directed camera for a little bit. Wukong doing his thing up there still. Cho'Gath just going to town. He's not really fed. They're actually 2-2. Both have killed each other one time. Cho'Gath just gets so tanky. Mid lane, Just gonna rewind for that quick because the directed camera decided to shift over as I'm looking down at the items. So I'm pushed up a little bit. I want to push this towards the tower yet again, possibly go roam bottom lane because they're pushed up. And Rise lays a combo onto me. Ahri launches Assault and Battery, lands on me. I ult out and survive once again. Didn't get ganked. Died once, got 1 kill, 1 assist. So overall, not doing bad at all. My farm is kind of suffering because I've been roaming all over the place and not really getting anything to show for it. So Rise is ahead now, part of a 2k gold. No, not even close. 500 gold. So I'm actually not that far behind. All said and done. Rammus heads over, covers the tower. I had to back off the back of that little gank and escape I managed to make. But so we're both here. Push tower, reset the lane, go get blue buff yet again. And we end up heading bottom lane instead of getting blue because Draven is going crazy, chasing. Rise had, I believe, teleported behind him. Yes, he did. And we're pinging. I'm going to rewind once again, slow things down. Just watch the number of pings we spam bottom lane. Alright, here we go. There should be an on the way ping coming up. There's a ping there. And Draven's still diving. Still diving. He has no mana. He can't use his W to speed up and catch that last hit. Gets hit by Rune Prison. Killed. Wukong unfortunately gets caught top lane. Nothing we can really do here. I was a little too far behind. I don't have my tier 2 boots yet. Actually, I do have my tier 2 boots yet. Apparently I'm just that slow. But, yeah, Draven kind of went crazy. He said in chat he hadn't seen the pings. I mean, we threw down a bunch of pings, so it wasn't like we didn't make it known that we were on our way. We go pick up blue buff yet again for me, which is great, having that pretty much all game long. There was a couple games where it's like, it wasn't even so much as offered to me. I think one of the games, I shouldn't say that. The Fizz game, I think it was actually offered, and I said the jungler could just have it again. Clear the lane again. I'm thinking of going for blue steel. I have vision on Vi. Cho'Gath had wandered down here. I head over. I drop a ward. Oh, look, it's really low. Drop an Orb of Deception over the wall and steal their blue buff. Yeah, mine was down 10 seconds or so. Needed a refresh. A little extra gold, some extra experience. All good. That denies from Rise as well. I don't know what happened on their part, if it was just Cho being selfish, oh, no one's getting it, I'm just going to grab it for myself, or if he just decided that he, if they pinged it and said Cho, take blue or something. Help out against Wukong, really just get yourself going, fed up top lane. I roam bottom again, Rise also roams bottom. It's like, where the lane is, Rise missing, I think I head straight back up mid or... no? Go for the charm on Ahri. It's like, oh, there's a Rise here. And just ever so narrowly managed to get free of everything, escape, live, we get a kill out of it. Draven is tanking the tower after killing that Varus. We get Rise in exchange for that. And Zyra's going to keep pushing this lane. I ping the tower, and Zyra's actually going to take it. So all in all, that was a really good thing for us. And then we lose our middle tower. So, yeah. We're behind on objectives at this point. Even after getting this tower, we're still going to be behind on objectives. Just, we're down 2 towers. The gold is slightly in their favor. And... we at 1 speed, now we can speed up again. Yay, speeding up. Head top lane, I was hoping to catch Cho'Gath out. They catch vision on me, ping me. Cho'Gath roams middle, kind of tries to take our wraiths. We catch him. Good guy Rammus, letting the mid lane take the wraiths. We're pinging over here at Dragon. We know they are there. We don't get there in time. Vi, Assault and Batteries right onto me. I managed to get away just a little bit far, so I don't take the brunt of it. Rammus takes it like a man, takes one for the team. We're unfortunately not really in a position to do anything. I try to get away. I had Ignite on me. I get ignited down. Draven goes to town and is just, killing them like crazy, but Ryze and Cho'Gath just a little too much. Zyra sneaking away through there, you know, just making her escape, all nice and happy. Wukong top lane, he had nowhere to get there. Takes a tower, so we're pretty much even off the back of that fight. We're still only 1k gold down. Wukong's going to continue pushing. Ping to take the tower. They're not going to be able to take this tower bottom lane. Yeah, they end up having to pull back. So Wukong's got a full minion wave and a half. He's putting damage on the tower. Vi shows up. Wukong has to get the hell out of there before he gets killed. Now, it's one of these good things, like, Wukong did exactly what he should have done. A fight broke out. By the time he would have walked down there, the fight would have been over entirely. He might have been able to pick off a kill on Ryze or I think Ryze was down at like 400 or 500 health. With Cho'Gath there, he would have had a hard time doing it. And Cho'Gath would have almost definitely beaten the both of them if Zyra had tried to help. Because Cho'Gath, he was just so big, beefy, and tanky. So he pushed a tower. He did exactly what he should have done. He couldn't get to the team fight. He took a tower. He put a little bit of damage on a second tower as well, which is also good. So, 3 guys top lane. Wukong making a good escape. That's you know, Vi could have locked him down pretty easily if she wanted to, and they probably could have killed Wukong. Rammus comes up. They go in. We're Draven and Zyra on the way. I'm down. I just took blue buff, so I'm not going to be a part of this anytime soon. I recall. I have enough money for home guard boots, but I didn't buy them. I would have been to this fight a lot sooner if I had done so. So, pretty big mistake on my part. But at this point, Draven is going crazy. Has 8 kills already. He's got a whole bunch of items, and he's just going to town. So we're not in a bad place. We're behind on gold. We're getting the kills. We're keeping things even. That was a very messy team fight up top lane. Everyone was scattered all over the place. But we came out of it even, although we lost a turret. So aside from the turret, we came out okay, considering the rate at which we trickled into that fight. Draven just going man mode mid lane, killing Sona as a tower dive. Ryze just... Did he teleport? Yes, he did teleport. I've learned that I can just look at the champion boxes on the side of the screen and like, oh, that cooldown timer just started. Hey, he must have just used that. Like, what's going on? Why are we not moving? Oh, the directed camera has decided that sitting there is the most interesting thing. Good stuff. Draven getting donated the red buff. I donated myself blue buff a little while ago. So that's all good. Rammus now. Good guy Rammus donating all those buffs to everybody. We can speed things up. Not a whole lot going on. This is, like I said, this is kind of a nail biter. This was the 5th game in my promotion series for gold. This was my 10th promotion series for gold. I basically, every single promotion series, might have a team fight breaking out. Every single promotion series basically went, I'll completely carry 2 games. 2 games will go okay, and 1 game someone will troll horribly, and that'll basically end up costing it. Team fight breaks out. Nice Zyra roots. Varus just gets picked off right away. Draven is unfortunately caught in the middle of things. I get crescendoed, get dropped. And Rammus gets locked down by Rune Prison, and Zyra sneaks away sneakily and escapes. So, terrible, terrible team fight for us. We all got locked up with crescendo. Off the back of a pretty good pickup off Varus. I don't think I actually did much to do that to take care of Varus, mind you. I was kind of curious what I did during that team fight. Where am I? Let's back up just a tiny bit more. This is after the fight had started. Alright. Fight's about to break out. I want to see what I did. I know my team fighting in this game was pretty messy. A couple times I got caught out, and it just didn't go spectacularly. Sometimes words get away from me. This is a little early for the fight. Alright. We know Varus is coming up here with Sona. I would have liked to have caught them out over here, but didn't quite happen. Drop a Orb of Deception. Rammus runs in, hits him, he gets caught in the Zyra's wild growth. Draven's ult picks him off. I whiff a Orb of Deception, get knocked back by Vi, I believe. Everything's on cooldown at this point. I actually still have not thrown a charm. I believe I just was trying to wait for a better target to hit than Vi. But I get caught up in Crescendo and killed. So basically this team fight, I did not a goddamn thing. So, pretty terrible. And Cho'Gath got hit by Cho'Gath's Rupture. What's Zyra's ultimate? I'm getting to the point there's no excuse for me not to know this anymore. Stranglethorns. It's one of those things I see so often I should be well aware of what it actually is called. Alright, we're gonna direct the camera. Zyra getting caught, but fortunately not killed. But yeah, as I was saying, promotion series, I've had way too many of them. Wukong. Actually, no. Was Wukong actually there for that team fight? Ah, okay. That explains things a little bit. Wukong was top lane, and once again, he took a tower off the back of that team fight. So we're down exactly 3k gold. The tower will put us down 1.5k gold, so... Again, he was not exactly where he needed to be, but he did what he could off the back of it, and this is just kind of funny here. He's just... There's a whole little bit I didn't actually catch it, I'm not going to, but he was delaying the crap out of Cho'Gath, making Cho'Gath chase him all over the place to finish him off. Dragon's up, we head over, and go to take it. Clear out a ward, so they have no vision. Vi's kind of sitting in the back. I know she's there. I want to... If I can catch her with the charm, I was thinking about maybe going over the wall, but we saw her walking around, so we just kind of get the hell out of there because they're all on their way. I fail a Spirit Rush over the wall, Spirit Rush back in, throw some stuff down, get Rune Prisoned, and killed like... forget it. So again, terrible, terrible team fighting on my part. As mentioned earlier, in the assassin's role, you want to kind of, get in, do your stuff, and get out. She has a good bit of burst damage with her W and R. You pop W and R towards someone, the Foxfire will hit the nearest people relative to the actual little Foxfires floating around her. And then you can EQ them for quite a bit of damage. And then, if they're still alive, you can Spirit Rush one more time. I just kind of, Spirit Rush back in, maybe I'll throw an Orb of Deception. My mechanics, so to speak, for this are just all over the place. They're not even remotely spot on. Like I said, this is one of those games where I did horribly in this particular promotion series. The first game went okay. I think I was supporting Zyra. Went okay, it was whatever. The second game and the third game, I just did horribly. One of them, I had one of these players who went called support, and then kind of did the, I'm just going to sit 20 feet behind you and babysit you, and once in a while throw an ability to heal you. Which, as Soraka is horrible to do because bananas are OP and they're really powerful, and you should be doing other stuff and zoning the enemy. But I had a Nami. She basically was sitting way behind me as the support, and every so often throwing her W to heal me up. The enemy lane was Leona Caitlyn. It was not fun at all. I ended up going like 0-8-0 because they were just diving me, and then Nami would just, Leona E'd onto you and Q'd onto you, while I'm going to throw my Aqua Prison on Leona and then run away. And it was just a terrible, horrible game, and yeah, it was just that bad. We were just getting raped, and Nami is, but this Twitch is horrible. He keeps getting dived and killed. It's like, well, when you're not doing anything, you're sitting 20 feet behind me and giving them free reign to do whatever the hell they want. I had the lane frozen at the tower for the first 20 minutes of the game, and I'm getting dived and killed. So, what does that tell you? The other game didn't go great either. It was one just, I didn't do terrible, but it was whatever. Alright, here we go. They're sieging a tower now. Wukong, finally here for a team fight, gets right in the middle of things. I'm not in a good spot. I was hoping that they would try to tower dive. But we get in there. I throw out some damage. Don't manage to get a kill, which is not great. Actually, I get a kill, but nothing really to capitalize on. Draven's still alive. Goes man mode. Ult. Kills Sona. bursting the crap down at Cho'Gath, all the health he has. Rise. Unfortunately, his cooldowns come off, and Draven drops, but Rammus going man mode yet again, and finishing him off with a spiked head shell thing to the face. So we came out finally in a team fight. We came out ever so slightly ahead. Good stuff, good stuff. And just to actually take a look at what I was doing, because I was kind of ranting about other games in the series. So this game, like I said, it was a nail-biter. In general, it was a really close game. And, I was just kind of, you know, on edge, because my 10th promotion series to gold. I want to just get it over with at this point. And it was just a very stressful game for me in general, because I'm nervous about, you know, this might actually happen. This is, you know, we could win this. We're not out of this. I'm hoping here, right now, you see, my team is all back here. Yeah, they're under the tower. I'm not in a bad position at all. They have no vision here. This became immediately apparent when they didn't turn and just try to kill the crap out of me. So, I'm not in a bad place. I'm a little out of position, and I fail a Spirit Rush over the wall, because I was like, oh, I'll just, like, Spirit Rush over this tree, and it didn't happen. Basically, what I'm hoping for here is I'm hoping that they decide that, oh, Ahri's, you know, she's not here. She must have just based or something, and they decided to go full in under the tower, and I can just kind of like, oh, Varus is, like, here. Oh, Spirit Rush, Foxfire, Orb Deception Charm, you're dead. It doesn't quite happen. We poke out and engage. Zyra throws down Stranglethorns here in a moment. I'm just kind of chilling in the breeze here. Wukong stealths forward. And here he goes. He goes in. Wukong ult, knocks everyone up. Spirit Rush fell over the wall. What I probably should have done here, they were all zoned out like that. I should have helped kill Vi quickly. Just based on the position of everything. I do actually pick off Varus, which is what I needed to do. Unfortunately, I was in between Rise and Cho'Gath when I did it. The hell is Wukong's staff doing? Never noticed that before. So I'm down and out. I actually didn't do terrible that fight, except for that embarrassing failed Spirit Rush over the wall. Sona's low. Draven, the walking forward part wasn't actually necessary, but turned out okay. He kills him, kills Cho'Gath. Can speed things up a little bit, and, you know, they're putting damage down onto Rise. Rise just waits out the cooldowns, kills Draven, and Rammus finishes off Rise, gets his double buffs back, and all nice and refreshed, and what have you. Or at least gets the blue buff refreshed. And the blue buff off of me, I think, onto Rise, and the buffs this game actually were just basically whores. They were just getting around to everybody. Kind of like AIDS or something. Everyone was getting them. Fun times were had by all, or whatever. Herpes, not AIDS. AIDS is funny. It's been 22 and a half years, or whatever the number is. 23 and a half years. Herpes. Everyone loves herpes. Herpes just gets shared with everybody. It's good times. STIs aside, Rammus heads over, steals blue buff, because, you know, the one he just got, not quite enough. Need that nice new refresh. You can actually switch off the teamfight UI now. The interesting thing is, Draven is now at 16 kills. This is both great and slightly problematic. Not quite yet. Draven is still only 5 item. But the problem comes when you have all your kills on one person. If that person happens to get caught and killed, you lose everything you have. We're even on kills, 25-25. But 16 of those kills, so over half of them, are on Draven. If Draven gets caught out and killed, we're just up shit creek, because we just don't really have anything else to follow up on it. You know, it's 30 minutes in. I don't even have a Zonia's completed yet. Just trying to get rid of that Wukong tooltip that got stuck. Otherwise, you know, he's ahead of Varus by 2 items. You know, Varus is just working on his 3rd. He has a pickaxe for either a Last Whisper or an Infinity Edge. Everything else pretty much even across the board. For me, unfortunately, I'm, you know, like that last fight, I picked off the Varus like I needed to. So, as the game goes on, I actually do end up doing more of what I should be doing. There's pings everywhere. I think Varus had... No, Varus was bottom lane. We really should have gone in the second that was up. Everyone was spam pinging, go, 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 and we didn't go in time. Which is unfortunate. When you see their biggest source of damage is not there, you hard engage, especially when they're not near a tower. A little bit of poking going on. We're pinging careful. Cho'Gath's around the side. We don't want him to get in on top of everyone, landing a 5-person silence or anything like that. So, once again, we're kind of doing the Mexican standoff thing mid lane. Just kind of going back and forth. Cho'Gath whiffs a silence via assault and batteries into the middle of things. I believe this fight now, I'm going to slow things down all the way. We jump in. Wukong, he was far forward, gets picked off. I'm trying to do what I can. I spirit rush forward, and I actually don't know what the hell I was doing this whole time. Let's just rewind. We'll watch this team fight as it progresses. Speed up slightly until it actually breaks out. I want to watch myself, see what the hell I'm doing. We're going to do things backwards. We're going to watch the team fight once through in slow motion. Alright, I missed my charm. Tried the charm Vi. We're going to slow things down now. Wukong lands a 2-person knockup. Unfortunately, just missed Varus. Gets rune prisoned and bursts down and killed because Varus is focusing him. I try to land my burst combo. Foxfire and Spirit Rush, unfortunately, all went on the Cho'Gath, so my damage was mostly gone. I get dropped. Go to Teamfight UI. Chain of Corruption actually propagated through the entire team. It looked like Draven's still on the tail end of it. Now, Vi is out of the fight. She's extremely low. Varus is pretty low. And Rammus, of course, attacking him. Not the best. You can see Varus' health. He's not getting anything out of lifesteal, and his health is actually dropping from attacking Rammus. Draven is going to be Draven. Let's speed things up slightly. Rammus going back in. Basically, we have this team fight at this point. Picks off Varus. Picks off Sona for the triple kill. And Rise wisely runs off into the sunset, never to be seen again. Unfortunately, he'll be back shortly. Why am I not? That's a Teamfight UI button. No, there we go. Alright, we can go to normal speed. We can actually go to double speed. We're thinking about Baron here. Start it off, and we catch vision of Rise here shortly. We're going to wisely ping the retreat. Get the hell out of there. Rise could come in and burst down Zyra or Rammus, so good call on their part. Vi engages. Draven just goes man mode on Rise and just kills him. So, good stuff there. They don't manage to catch up to... Oh no, they did get Vi. Good job on both of them. They got chased at low health and they picked him up. Good stuff. I go take another blue. And here we go. This is my first, good play of the game. We have vision of Varus running down the river. We can speed things up slightly. I know he's on his way down that way. Blue buff's just about dead. I pick it up. And I head down here. I'm hoping to catch him at Dragon, which I do. And, oh look, it's a Varus. Spirit Rush in. I don't Foxfire before they initiate, which is bad. Land the Charm. Still haven't Foxfired. Finally Foxfired. That was pretty horrible and way closer than it needed to be. I needed to have Foxfire up and ready to go as I Spirit Rushed in initially, because it's a pretty quick cooldown. It's 3.3 seconds. If I used it when I went in, I would have had it up again a couple seconds. 3 seconds later. Yeah, go figure. I'd have it up when the cooldown's done, guys. Haha, yeah, I'm a freaking League of Legends genius, aren't I? Yeah, so good stuff there. I pick off Varus. We got a nice power play for a little bit, which I don't think actually do anything with. Now this is where the problem starts coming up. Although, where's Draven? Draven. There you... No, that's Draven. There you are. Draven is red potted up. He's sitting on 1,200 gold. He's essentially full item at this point. No defensive item, just full glass cannon, and it's actually working okay at this point. He unfortunately doesn't have his tier 3 boots. Would not hurt to have those. But, whatever. We catch Rise. Rise gets dropped. We chase people down. And attempt to kill people. We catch a Vi and kill a Vi. And unfortunately, the grasping roots miss Sona, and we keep diving rather than taking a tower or going to do Baron. This would essentially be a free Baron right now. And we're tower diving, taking way more hits than we need to. We got those 2 kills. We should have immediately turned around and gotten Baron, or at least just focused down that tower. Draven kind of stuck around a little too long. He gets caught, grasping roots, crescendo, rupture, knocking everyone up. We end up in a very messy team fight considering it's 5 versus 3. They get a double kill, triple kill, and we do end up killing the Varus, and I pick up the Rammus picks up the Cho'Gath. So we just lost a 3v5 or 5v3. Draven got caught, dropped, and because we lost all our damage, they were able to just clean house. So we've lost essentially either a free tower or a free Baron off the back of that. And again, we were pinging. It wasn't from lack of pings. It's something I'm actually thinking of doing is just making a video where it's just like an hour of just random minimap pings. Like, oh, the minimap awareness train. Every time you hear a ping, you look at the minimap kind of thing. I should do that. It's not a bad idea, actually. It's one of those things I thought of. I'm just too lazy to bother. As I'm going to lean over here and grab some chapstick. As directed camera just kind of floating around, we're on normal speed. I don't have my hands on the keyboard to actually adjust anything, so we're going to stay in normal speed momentarily. Alright, here we go. I'm paying attention to things yet again. Alright, good old Mexican standoff at the Baron pit. Baron tends to make or break things. We're actually ahead at this point, and we had one throw already. Hope to land the Charm on Sona, do some damage. Charm misses, Orb of Deception hits. Nothing really to write home about. I really have nothing but assists the way this game has been going, so I don't have, I don't have a Deathfire Grasp or anything. I have the Zonias because I want to be able to survive engagements after I go in. If I get caught, I've been getting caught out, so the Zonias is very good. Let's slow things down a little. Switch to the Teamfight UI. Stranglethorns only catches 1. But Vi getting chunked down nicely in the back. Spirit Rush in. I end up on Cho'Gath again. This keeps happening where I end up next to him. And it's just like, whatever, screw it. Varus is getting zoned out. I zone use for my cooldown. I don't want to risk getting hit with Feast. Finally, Varus dying. First person dies. Second person, Vi drops finally. Zyra drops. Her ultimate, her passive. Don't know where that went. I get picked off, I zoned it out. Cho'Gath ended up feasting me anyway. And just kind of, we pick up Cho'Gath here. Wukong and Rammus cleaning up. Sona sneaking away yet again. Sneaky Sona. So, kind of a messy team fight yet again. I end up nowhere near where I need to be, and we're gonna just rewind quickly. I want to know why I didn't continue Spirit Rushing forward to finish off Varus. What happened that I didn't do that? We're kind of doing the, just bait them. I remember this fight now. I see Varus, I Spirit Rush directly into a Rupture. Varus flashes further away. I, for whatever reason, don't Spirit Rush forward anymore. There's another Spirit Rush. I walked back and then Spirit Rush forward again. And I don't believe I ended up using my third Spirit Rush charge. Or, no, it went on cooldown too quick, or I missed it. But basically, things got pretty messy pretty quickly, and I went in with good intentions. Had I caught Varus, that fight would have gone way differently. We probably would have just wiped the entire team, but unfortunately, Varus managed to slip away because I missed my charm. Yeah. One of those things. Anyway, Rammus and Wukong push mid tower. They take a tower. And then they go get Dragon. Speed things up. At this point, I'm still really lacking in the gold department. I sell a Doran's ring for I don't know why. I believe this was just one of these I can do something moments. It's like, oh, if I sell that, maybe I can buy something better. I remember what it was. I was debating between Rylai's and Deathcap. I was like, I've been kind of getting burst down a little bit. I could use some extra defensive stuff, but I end up deciding to not do it. I catch Varus out, go in, land a charm, and don't use my freaking Foxfire. Again, just, you know, to show the importance of this. As soon as I go in, I could Foxfire now. 1, 2, 2, 3. I could Foxfire again now. That would be another big chunk of burst damage. The fact that I also stood right on top of Varus didn't help things. Getting chunked by his Blighted Quiver stacks, not helping things. I catch Varus out, we kill him. We're still kind of up on this. Having our completely and utterly fed AD carry up while taking out one of their main damage source is pretty good. So we catch him out. They engage over here. Draven, unfortunately, is the one caught out. He's auto-attacking away like a boss, but he gets dropped pretty quickly. We do manage to turn it around. We pick up Rise. Rammus is going to pick up Sona. They're chasing after Vi. Cho'Gath appears out of nowhere. Wukong diving after the Vi, trying to finish her off. She's pretty mobile herself. She jumps away. So we come out of it 3 for 2, 1 ahead. Still good for us. I think we take an inhibitor tower off the back of that. I, again, don't particularly remember. Speeding things along. Alright, Draven finally does have his tier 3 boots, and he switched from Sword of the Divine to Black Cleaver. So, good stuff all around. He is officially full build. So, the problem now is any gold he gets is essentially wasted, unless it's within that small window when he needs a blue or a red elixir. Yeah, check out this Fog of War, guys. It's pretty sweet. So we switch to directed camera and actually hopefully see something more interesting than the Fog of War. So we're now in that interesting point where everyone else needs gold except for Draven. Draven's done, but Draven's doing the most damage. He's going to be picking up most of the kills. This brings an interesting problem. You saw, you know, aside from my horrible, terrible misplays, where I just don't want to use Foxfire for whatever reason. I've been saying that all day. This is Foxfire, right? Okay, this is Foxfire. We're, you know, spam pinging. We need Draven here. We're going kind of crazy. Draven is getting red buff. So we're 4 versus 5 right now. We're trying to pick off Sona quickly. We don't quite do it. Draven arrives. They're all pushed kind of back. This is risky as hell. We know about where they are. We know that they know we're here. They come in. Wukong knocks up Vi. Unfortunately, kind of a waste. Draven ult. Vi is going to get dropped really quickly here. She's in the Baron pit now, and she's going down already. Everyone else actually turned and fought, which is good. A lot of people do that whole Baron. Oh, do we keep Baroning? Do we turn around and fight? But, you know, it worked out okay. Cho'Gath drops, so that, you know, Feast and Smitergon, it's pretty much ours. Finish off Baron, and we turn around to finish off the last 3 guys standing. I pop Zhonya's accidentally instead of Deathfire Grasp. As we're gonna, you know, push forward, we got the minions coming up. Actually, we don't have any minions coming up. We kill Varus. I actually miraculously timed this perfectly. I was sitting there consciously thinking of it, launched a charm. Oh look, Varus is up. Charm lands perfectly. He's doing nothing at all. Not even an auto attack got off. It's one of those things, even pros occasionally miss the Guardian Angel timers. I forget, it was one of the LCS, the European LCS matches where someone playing Orianna whiffed the Shockwave by mistiming the Guardian Angel. So, you know, for me, that's like one of those little things. Like, I thought of it as it was happening, and I just, you know, I had to. Oh, Guardian Angel. 3, 2, 1. Charm. Lands perfect. Don't know why we're still in slow motion. Well, I know why, because I just forgot to change back. We pick up an inhibitor. We rotate bottom, pick up tower. Nice, huge minion wave. Pick up another inhibitor. Unfortunately, top lane not in any position to capitalize on. We take down a Nexus tower. And as you can see, they're starting to come back up now. We're not exactly in great shape. I'm out of mana. Assault and Battery onto Draven. Draven trying to do what he can. Rupture, Rune Prison, he's not doing a whole lot. He does manage to pick off Rise, but gets dropped himself. We're in a real bad place right now. We'd have no damage left whatsoever. I have enough mana for maybe one spell, if that. I can do maybe an Orbit Deception, but that's it. So we wisely get the hell out of there. Alright, stuff going on. Big minion waves pushing everywhere. We have 2 lanes of super minions. We're just kind of waiting to regroup. Draven's down for 30 seconds, so we got some buffs up. I go take blue buff, you know, clear some jungle camps. Do we go do Dragon? I think we go do Dragon. It's one of those things, you still need to keep on top of Dragon. It's only 750 gold or so. Oh, this look. No, it's about 1,000 gold, but you can't leave it for the other team when they're behind. Every little bit helps. You know, that extra 200 gold could be an item completed for someone on the other team that could make a difference in a team fight. So, we go group up top lane. We spam retreat pings on Draven because he's not grouping top lane. We talked about it in chat, so it's like group top lane, yeah. So like 2 of us actually said it's like, someone said group top, question mark, and I'm like, group top. Like, we both said at the same time, and someone else was like, yeah, so it's like, 3 of us are on the same page. 4th person followed off the back of that, and Draven does the middle lane. Wukong ult, into Stranglethorns, into Draven ult, into they're going to die pretty one-sidedly right here. We are up 12k gold, so, but it's late game, it's not a huge difference at this point. It's actually, we're up 12k gold, but it matters less later on. It's pretty late game. It's 45 minutes. The last time we were in the base, when we took those inhibs and then got caught, we stuck around too long. When we were taking those inhibs, I was like giddy as hell. It's like, oh, we actually did it. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. And then we're getting caught. It's like, oh god, we just threw this. We just threw this. And it's like from like the top of the world down to like sinking in the pit of my stomach kind of thing. And it's like this point, it's like we got this. We just wipe them out. Top lane, we're gonna push in mid lane. And, you know, Draven's just going nuts, and he's trying to do it, and does he get lasered? No. And, yeah, like I said, this is my 10th promotion series, trying to get up from Silver 1 to Gold. Every time, it just, you know, I'd play well, like I said, I'd play well in 2 games. I'd do okay in another 2, like I think the Fizz game was the one I lost. That was one of those do okay, but some other stuff goes wrong kind of things. Or, you know, just, 2 close games. There really weren't too many games where it's just like, oh, someone trolled. There was a troll game. I think I also talked about this in the Nami game. It's like, oh, so first pick Master Yi yelling troll in Champ Select bans Lulu, Sona, and this wasn't the Nami game, but Nami also. I was like, yeah, we banned all those evil support characters. But yeah, Gold 5 finally. Got that through and done. Do I care at all that the final score is, that I got carried pretty hardcore? And actually, Draven has a Trinity Force now. Oh, he sold his boots. Alright, whatever. That works. Actually, the rate he can... His, W refreshes every... Or is it E? No, his W refreshes every time he catches an axe, so... He can actually spam that for the Sheen procs fairly often. That's actually not a bad item on him late game. So yeah, stuff. Did I get carried in this game? Yeah, quite a bit. Did I get 2 fairly nice catches on Varus? Yes. Was one not so nice and kind of pathetic because I didn't use goddamn Foxfire? Yes. So, pro tips. Use Foxfire before you go into the fight because it has a really short cooldown and it will be up 3 seconds later, so you can use it a second time in the fight. So yeah, terrible, terrible Ahri play. Hopefully you learn something from it, even if it's just use Foxfire. I know I need to use Foxfire. Will I use Foxfire? Hopefully. Will I really use Foxfire? Probably not. I really hope that I do start using Foxfire. That would really, my play would have been a lot better had I used that before Spirit Rushing in. Just for just random stuff purposes. So, 3 little Foxfires dealing 320 damage. Or so, 315 damage. So that's 450 damage right there. I think half damage, so... For ease of math purpose, that would actually, what was it, 300, so 300 from the first, 150 from each second, so that's 600 damage from Foxfire. Spirit Rush. 3 bolts, dealing 165 plus 161, so that's again, Ability dash while firing 3 essence bolts at nearby enemies. Prioritizing champions, blah blah blah, cast 3 times. So right here, that's another, that's actually 900 damage, that seems high. That might be right. Yeah, after you factor in magic resistance, everyone at this point has like 50% magic resistance, except for me, apparently I'm at 35, woo. So between that 2 combo, that's 600, that's 900, that's 1500 damage just between Spirit Rush and Foxfire. Orb of Deception is another, right now, 300 plus 300 as true damage, and Charm is another 300. So total, my burst combo is about 2000 damage. Varus is currently dead, if I can find his portrait. Has about 2,000 health. 1 auto attack could finish off Varus. On the back of that, he actually has quite a bit of magic resist. I can't mouse over for the actual percentage. Can I see it under the victory screen? Can I rewind? Did I just crash it? No. Okay. Varus. Where's Varus? Champion. Alright. Magic resist. As I'm talking about nothing in particular. No, apparently I still can't actually see the current percent. That's roughly 40%, so all said and done, I'm probably doing about 1100 damage. I could then Foxfire and Spirit Rush again for another 450, an auto attack, and then an Orb of Deception or whatever. So the damage is definitely there, as lull replay is bugging out, and everyone is just kind of standing around because of it. Let's see how long this will actually go on. Like, yeah, we have a dance party, and the dance party is over as it catches up and puts everyone back where they need to be. Alright, before I sit here and spend even more time on this, probably about 35-40 minute video, talking about random nonsense. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I learned at least what I should be doing, even if I don't end up actually doing it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and or subscribe, and have a great day. Yeah, go Wukong! Yay gold. I don't know what the hell I just hit. Let's go to the victory screen. She doesn't love the victory screen. Alright, that's not gonna work. Whatever. Have a great day.